we got Josie here. What we're going to do is we're going to work our obedience. We're going to proof it around distractions. So I've got some fresh shot game in my hand. I've got a live bird in my pigeon little carrier here that she's already found and discovered. And so what we're going to do is we're going to ask her to do sit stays. We're also going to ask her to recall away from this live pigeon, and this will be her reward. So now prerequisites is your dog needs to have already be retrieving fresh shot game to hand every time. So there shouldn't be any mouthing. They should be doing it perfect. Straight in, straight out, straight back. Now, it doesn't mean they have to stay during that process, but they should at least run out, go grab it, come straight back before you start this. So we're going to use this, have her get to smelling this little birdie. Once she does, then I'm going to ask for a sit. I'm going to walk away, recall her away from it, reward her with a treat. So, Josie. Hey, what is it? Good. Good. Josie. Good. Good. And so because I haven't let her flush tons of birds already, right? She is willing to obey during this little distraction because she hasn't seen the fun of a bird flushing and running after it 100 times. I don't like to expose them to all that before I start working obedience around birds. Good. Leave that. Come here. Good girl. Good. Just so, where is it? I'm gonna get her distracted on this bird. Look, and she's gonna get distracted on a little bit, but then she goes straight back into obedience because we've worked on this so much, right? So she can sniff at it. She's gonna look at it, but she's not running around too much. I'm gonna ask her for a sit once she starts sniffing around at it again. And then I'll recall her past it. Good girl. Good. Good. Now we're going to do this past that bird and past these. Good. Here. Just. So we did sort of a leave it. She went because she saw my hand go, but she was able to stop herself. Good. She heard the whistle again. Up. We'll do that again. We haven't worked stop whistle with her, not running after something, so I'm glad she stopped. But usually in the program, the dogs, once they get this age, they will stop to a whistle when they start running after it once we start steadiness. Up. Good. Leave that. Come here. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Here. Up. Good. Josie, get up. Good dog. Good dog. All right. So that's pretty much what we want to do. I don't like to let the birds fly up in the air at this point. That'll come later. But we're just going to recall them past a crate full of birds. You can use a completely metal crate so they can see it's completely open to see, instead of the white. The white blocks off the bird a little bit. Now she knows it's there. She just hasn't seen tons of birds fly away, so she's not going to be so interested in that because she can't get to it. And she knows I'm going to throw her a bird right here. So we're building this trust in me that if you leave what you want, or this bird over here, and come and do what I say, you will get a bird. You'll get something to retrieve. Now later on what we'll do is we'll put that bird in a dummy launcher, or a bird launcher, or have it set, or I'll throw it up. As she's caught coming in or while she's sitting down, just have the bird pop up or throw up, and that will practice her obedience around these distractions. Now you also want to work different types of animals. Maybe you have farm animals, ducks, rabbits, cows, whatever it may be. If you have bird pens, you can work all your obedience right beside the bird pen. It's a great place to work that once your dog gets to a solid level of obedience. I'm also going to want to work around people and work around other dogs eventually. But I want those dogs that I'm working around to be good, solid dogs. So I'm going to go